A lot of people these days unfortunately have a lot of mental health issues, depression, anxiety, stuff like that. It's honestly getting quite out of hand how many people have these issues, but there's nothing we can do about that. What we can do is actually solve the issue. We can't Preventing it is not in my control nor in your control, but you can solve it. Now, most people have this mindset that when you get into a crappy situation and you're going through a period of time when nothing is going your way, you lose out on hope. You feel like, okay, there's nothing that's going to go my way. You feel like that's it, that's how it's going to be, and things are never going to change. Most people get into that mindset, and I kind of understand that, to be honest, because when you go through this phase, it feels like every little thing that could possibly go wrong will go wrong, and nothing will go your way. It literally feels like nothing will go your way. Even the things that you look forward to that may seem like, okay, this will make me happy, that finds a way to go wrong and make you upset again, and you feel like, screw this, I'm not even going to have hope anymore. This is how my life is going to be. You get into that mindset, but after coming out of that situation, I can assure you that's not the case. What actually happens is, it's usually one major event, one major something that really kills you, makes you upset, and that will eventually lead to a sequence of mini events that cause you to get into depression, get into mental health issues. It forces you where almost every day you wake up and you're just sad. You have no excitement to live. You're just sad. You don't have any excitement, nothing to look forward to. You're just sad. And after a certain point, what actually happens, especially when I look back, is you will actually improve. You'll be feeling better. But then once something, you fight with someone, or you get into an argument with your family members, your loved one, something, and that will again make you feel like, okay, screw this, nothing is going my way, I'm upset again, and you think that's also a part of your depression, but it's not. You start looking at small things as a way bigger issue than it actually is. For example, you go to eat, you pick up your plate, you drop it and break it. Now, instead of looking at it as, okay, I made a mistake and dropped the plate, you're going to think, well, there goes that, nothing is going to go my way, even this is broken now. I promise you, if you spend 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, pretending whatever has happened to you in the past months, years, that's not gone your way, just pretend that didn't exist and live your life in the purest way you could possibly live. 2 weeks of a good diet, 2 weeks of spending time with people that you love, your family, your friends, whatever, doesn't matter. 2 weeks of spending as little time or just pretending social media is not a thing, and 2 weeks of honestly ignoring everyone's opinions. People on YouTube, self-improvement YouTubers, your parents, your family, ignore their opinions and just live for two weeks. Live a life in the cleanest way that you can possibly live. Stop waking up and then snoozing your alarm and then scrolling the first 15 minutes on Instagram. Ditch all that and live a clean, unfiltered life for just 2 weeks. And this 2 weeks, it's nothing magical, but what it will do is change your lifestyle. The way you're living your life is often what's going to be determining what goes on in your head. And when you change the way you actually approach life, the way you wake up and what you do on a daily basis, when that changes, whatever goes on here changes as well. And I just threw out a few examples like good diet and stuff. Obviously there's a lot more you can do to it. There's a lot less you can do to it. It's up to you. But live the purest form of life you could possibly. We all know what's a good thing and what's not a good thing. We all know it's bad to waste time on social media. We all know it's good to exercise. Like, we know those things. I'm not going to sit and give you examples. Do what you know is best for you. And what happens is, after these 2 weeks, what's going to happen is, let's say you break your phone, your screen breaks, it cracks up because you put it down or whatever. Instead of looking at it as, oh man, is my phone gone now? Instead of thinking about it like that, you're going to start actually looking at it as what it actually is. Okay, my phone screen cracked. Fine, I made a mistake, I can go and get it fixed. That's what you're going to actually look at it as. You're not going to think about it in a much bigger scenario than what it actually is. Just try it. Watching these videos, even when I was going through this, felt like, okay, just another video, some random guy blabbering something, trying to make money off me. Actually try it. Just try it. Just 2 weeks. I don't think it's much of your life. 2 weeks, and it's only going to do good for you. Like, 2 weeks of not doing the bad things, how can that be bad for you, right? Just do the good things, and I promise you, I don't want to be like, oh, your life is going to dramatically change and everything is going to be amazing and happy and rainbows. No. But what goes on in here, you will stop looking at everything in a negative way, because when you get into this phase, everything you will start looking at is, okay, is this going to go wrong? Is that going to go wrong? So you start thinking, if everything around you is going to go wrong, it's going to go, yeah. So when you fix this part of your mentality within just 2 weeks, it's like you'll reset your life to actually go upwards and not just stay rock bottom. 2 weeks, it's all it takes. It's not, when you have mental health issues, you think things are a lot worse than it actually is. And when you do these things that I ask you to in these 2 weeks, you'll start seeing things as it. You'll start seeing life as it is and not more or less of what it actually is, what's happening.